We're back on the People Chronicles with Mary Ellen, who recently lost 152.7 pounds in 20 months. And you can do it too. I know it's so much easier, probably heard, than for you to say it. But by the end of this podcast, we hope that everyone will be able to say, repeat after me, I can do it. So, Mary Ellen, we're going to learn about the mental transformation, but we're also, and what I want to know is how you went on to lose weight once, then you gained it back, then you lost more weight again, then you gained it back.
Okay, let's not rub it in.
And then she does it again. But this time you are here to say this is how it's going to be every single day.
I would say that yes, I had lost a great deal of weight twice before. Never as much as I have now, all right? But I had gone on diets before. This was not a diet.
The D word is bad. We should not be using the D word.
D word is evil.
Okay.
Evil is a 4-letter word, but it's a good one, okay? When it
But
describes
you
diets.
did count calories.
In the past, all I did was count calories.
And that's so time consuming to some people.
Well, in the past when I lost weight, it was all write it down with a pen or pencil, okay, and keep a paper journal. There are now, thanks to technology, so many tools that are out there. There are programs that you can get on your smartphone or on your PC. There's Spark People. There's MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is my favorite app on my phone. If you were to ask me right now, what did I eat 177 days ago at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Not only can I tell you, but I can tell you how much protein, carbs, and fat I had. Now, when I started, that was like, I didn't want to track all that stuff. When I started, all I wanted to do was keep it simple. So in the beginning, I set myself a target for how many calories I would eat. And I started at 1,800. And I thought I was going to starve to death at 1,800 calories. Well, I changed what I was eating so I was more full. All right. I started tracking it, and I tracked it in MyFitnessPal. I didn't track anything other than calories. Now, I then started to read and educate myself about nutrition because, candidly, none of us, I think, get a whole lot of information about nutrition in the schools these days. But you have libraries, and you don't have to go to the bookstore and spend a fortune on books. You don't have to go to some, nothing against people who are in the field of nutrition for a living, but you got a gazillion books in your public library system that you can go pick up and go learn about nutrition. You have all the local hospitals here, and anywhere where you live that have free nutritional counseling sessions. Go take advantage of them. All right. And I just started walking. Well, let's get real. I started walking because I couldn't really do much of anything else.
But
okay?
It's now a combination of your taking a look at what you eat, how much you're eating, counting the calories, plus the combination of fitness.
Yes.
Okay.
There are all kinds of, if you're a Facebook junkie, all kinds of groups that you can join that are motivational and supportive for weight loss. There's also been this huge growth of these things called diet bets, where people will log on to systems or into different websites, and they say, our target is to lose 2% of your body weight for this month. And you chip in a certain amount of money. And you get a portion of the pie if at the end of that month, no pun intended, okay? It would be blueberry if it was my choice.
Here comes that
okay.
competitive streak again. I feel it coming. You're going to win.
Well,
right.
But you know what? Ironically, I never joined any of them.
You didn't?
No, because I really wasn't competing against anybody else, and my target wasn't to lose 2% of my body weight a month. I had different targets. I really have not made this about my weight loss. I've always made it about sticking to a target for calories, a target for macronutrients, and exercise. Because if you exercise, you're going to lose weight if you don't change what you eat. So even if all I had done was started to walk, I would have lost weight. And candidly, I think what many of us define as exercise is really just like walking fast. And I really exercise now. I don't have a dining room anymore. I got rid of my dining room. It now has a spin bike, a water rower, and this big honkin' piece of equipment that kind of looks like a Nautilus thing that I got at an estate sale. Oh, and that's the other one. Everybody says, oh, I can't go buy all this stuff. It's too expensive. Go to an estate sale. Go to garage sales. Almost, I'd say, half of the households in America have a piece of exercise equipment that's collecting dust, or it's being used to store, the shirt that didn't dry or totally and has wrinkles in it from your dryer, okay? But it's not being used as a piece of exercise equipment. Just go buy something and start doing it, or find something that you like to do that's different. I told you earlier, I get bored pretty easily, so I'm always looking for excuses to do different exercise now. I volunteered to pick grapes last year at a vineyard because there was a rain coming in. All right. I insisted with a friend last weekend that she help me let her move. What am I, nuts? Why would somebody want to go climb up 3 levels of steps carrying stuff up, to an apartment, heavy boxes? Or I'm going to bring up the library again. Go to your local library. Most of them have book sales every year, okay? They have to schlep those books from one physical location into another to put them on sale, right? Come up with any excuse to get out and move.
So we talked a little bit about the outside transformation and losing the weight. Now let's talk about the inside, which is really important. Almost, it's more important than, until you get to the next step of the outside, the mental transformation. How did you become so strong inside to get to how you look outside?
Oh, I cheated. I cheated, absolutely. And anybody out there who thinks that this is like something you do overnight, that's why you may not have been successful in the past, all right? I used every flipping tool I could think of to help me. So they have those rub-off letters that you can see like in all the craft stores around America. I bought a bunch of those and I put them up in my house. I put signs up between my bedroom and my closet. I put signs all over the front of my refrigerator. Come on, the refrigerator is where you display your artwork in most people's houses, right? I have signs on the front door and the back door of my house. I can't get in or out of my house without seeing signs. One says, I am the best me that there is. I have ones that are in my, between when I go to get dressed in the morning, for me to get out of my bed and into the closet to get my clothes, I have to pass signs that are under a mirror that say, your only competition is looking at you. Okay? Be better today than you were yesterday. Oh, there's ones about, if the wind's not blowing, put the oar in the water. Okay? That it's all positive. And so I walk around the house and it's like getting little, energy shots of motivation all day long. I have ones that are on the refrigerator that talk about obstacles, because it's really easy to say, I would, but, or I'm not sure I can, right? I try to be very conscious of using negative words like I can't. It's not I can't. It's I will try. I may not be as good as I want to be, but I'm going to try. Now, if I only did things that I was good at, I would never have told you that story about finishing 4th and only beating 3 people walking dogs, okay? I would never have signed up to do a 5K. But this year, I'm now 20 minutes faster than I was when I did my first 5K. I still hate running, but that's where my competitive nature comes in. I can now pick my time, and I know that come hell or high water, I want to beat whatever the time is from the last 5K. But it doesn't really matter if I do, because I signed up and I did it. And I would say that what people need to do is they need to envision where they want to be. And you have to be able to prioritize what the commitments are that you need to make for yourself to get there. When I started this, I didn't really think I'd ever lose 150, close to 153 pounds, but I set myself an aspirational goal of losing half my body weight. Now, part of my brain said, you are on serious drugs if you think you're ever going to get here, okay? And the other part of me said, but you know what? It's what I want. So let's see if I can get there. So I then prioritized making time to walk. I prioritized making sure that I joined the gym. I prioritized buying the new clothes that I knew I was going to need to fit the iPod, the house keys, the water bottle, and everything else. And those were my reward mechanisms. I found other people in the neighborhood who wanted to walk. I found people that I could hang out with at the gym. My friends have grown exponentially because I go out more. Now, I don't go out to socialize. I go out to exercise, or I go out to I'll go to the library to go read about fitness. I'll go do the 5Ks. And I've done things that I've never done before. I was at a camp this past summer, and they had a ropes course. And at the camp, I was an instructor there, and they said you should try the things that perhaps you don't feel comfortable doing, okay? And I did this ropes course, and I'm looking not at the big giant spider web, but I'm looking at the little rope ladder to get to the spider web. And I'm thinking, oh my God, am I going to be able to get up the ladder? And I got up the ladder, so I'm feeling good about myself. And I get on the spider web, and I'm thinking, I can't. And I was like, whoa, 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 stop. What were those words that just passed my head? And I started climbing, and I have these total strangers behind me going, come on, ma'am, which is my nickname. Come on, ma'am, you can do it. And it's like nothing but positive messages coming back at me. And what I've learned through this whole journey is that no matter what anybody wants to change in their life, if they get positive reinforcement and people encourage them, it becomes contagious. They want to continue to do better. I would tell people who want to lose weight, find some people that you want to walk with, all right? And you know what? You don't need to look good in Lycra, all right? Join a gym that doesn't use, people don't come in looking like Barbie and Ken dolls, all right? I belong to one that is down a little south of where we're recording here, where guys come in from the body shop in the clothes where they're working on car engines on, okay? They just come in to work out. But find people that are willing to go out and try. You don't have to be in the Olympics the next time they come around. You just have to be better than you were yesterday. That's all. So.
All right, Mary Ellen, thank you so very much. On the inside, on the outside, your complete transformation and your journey is an inspiration to everyone who's listening today and watching as well, as you can see. I have one final question that I need to know personally. What is your biggest temptation? Double stuffed Oreos, pizza?
Oh, no. Look.
I need to know. There has to be one.
Oh, there is.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, let's go back to the pronunciation of my name. It's Mahan. And my sisters and brothers are Nora, Kathleen, and Patrick. What do you think the national holiday is in my family?
St. Patrick's Day, of course.
If I had the police come in right now and say, right, this is your final meal, you're being executed in the morning, I want a loaf of Irish soda bread. St. Patrick's Day is the biggest temptation of the year.
All right. That's such a great way to end the People Chronicles today. Is there a way that people can get in contact with you if they might have any questions or want more information about your journey?
Sure.
A Facebook page?
Sure. You know what? I'll just give everybody my email. Feel free to reach out to me.
Why not?
It's callmemem@gmail.com. And if you use MyFitnessPal, feel free to friend me because I am still compulsively recording everything every day. And my handle on MyFitnessPal is callmemem. Or if you're local here in the Pennsylvania area, there's a reason why I mentioned libraries. I'm often down at the Village Library, so stop by there, and I'd be happy to even show you some books that you might be able to be interested in reading and learning more about nutrition.
Excellent. Thank you so very much, and best wishes to you for your continued success.
Okay, I'll see everybody at the gym.
Perfect. I'm Jackie Hoffman, along with Mary Ellen on the People Chronicles.